spring off.
Hello. Just tidying up before I crack on. How are we doing? Just realised that I didn't even put this on an event in the diary, which is a bit rubbish really. I did the video well in advance and completely forgot about letting everybody put it in their diary. But hey, hopefully we'll get people on. My own fault really. The usual suspects are in, so that's alright. Hello everyone. I'm just going to get potter around a little bit. I have investigated on the music front, and that might be a goer, I reckon. I've got a friend of mine who said he'd do it, so we've just got to work out a set list. It'd be hilarious, and we'll see how it goes, eh? Anyway, let's do this. So I'll put an ingredient on this week's shopping list, which I don't think we need. As per usual, my research is rubbish, so we'll see how we get on today anyway. Okay, here we go. Salty caramel Viennese swirls. Woo! So you need 170 grams of plain flour, 10 grams of cocoa powder, 160 grams of unsalted butter. I've got salted, but salted butter will do. Icing sugar, 65 grams, and 30 mils of milk, just a little dash. And then we're going to make the filling, which is going to take away the double cream. We won't need that. But it'll be butter, 150 grams of butter, 150 grams of icing sugar, and 150 grams of caramel condensed milk. We're going to make it into a buttercream, alright? So, and then while they're baking, I'm going to let you know what I did today. I'm going to go through a few things, alright? Yeah. So basically, Nick's going yay on the gig front, but I reckon we can do it. I reckon in a few weeks, probably after half term, we're going to plan a way of doing it. When the government allows us to be together in a garden somewhere, or in his kitchen possibly as a visit, I might do it. We've worked out how it's going to be done. I've worked out in my head how it's going to be done. I won't be singing or playing, but I reckon when things are cooking, we'll have someone playing in the background. Hi James, that'd be hilarious, but we'll do it. I reckon it'll be fun. Anyway, let's do some weighing. So let's get my containers out. So here we go, my trusty little plastic containers. They're everywhere in this house. All my fault. Right, let's go. So first of all, get your oven on. Get your oven on about 160. Something like that. To cook your swirls in. So let's weigh our ingredients. Let's do that first. Let's get some plain flour out. There's the plain flour. Cocoa powder's out. What else do we need? Icing sugar. Let's get that. Now, I don't know if anybody watched me make my tiramisu cake, but I've got some chocolate ganache left over from that, so I'm going to use that to finish off the swirls. But so that should be quite good. I should have a box of icing sugar here. There you go, lovely. Okie dokie. I haven't made these in years, so it's a journey of discovery. I'm going to make it all in the Ninja, so it's all going to be blended. So let's do some weighing. First of all, let's get our butter sorted. 160 grams, let's cut it up. I was looking at Facebook today, and I'm on the Good Food, BBC Good Food Facebook page, and someone asked me what my favourite gadget. I haven't posted yet, but I would say my tomato knife. I've got a serrated tomato knife which is over there. It needs to be washed. Best gadget in the kitchen, surely. Other than that, a grater maybe. I don't know. I like a grater. Use it for quite a lot of stuff. So this butter, it's not cold. I've left it at room temperature. So there you go. That's my butter so far for that bit. 10 grams of cocoa powder, probably a tablespoon. Let's put some flour in. So this is the flour. We need 170 grams. So I've worked it out. Facebook doesn't mind. They don't mind you having music. If it's live, it's fine, as long as it's social. So as long as we're communicating with you all the time, we're allowed to play music, which is pretty cool. If it becomes a listening experience and we just do a straight concert and you need to watch it, then that's when they ban you, which is understandable. This is a social arena. So I can understand why they're doing it. So there you go. Right, just so you can see what I'm doing. Ice and sugar, how much? 65 grams. So I'm going to do some name checking today because of what I got up to today. It's pretty cool, which I'll go through later. There's my chocolate ganache from the other day. It's hardened up a little bit. I'm hoping I'll sit it there near the oven. It will soften up a little bit. Let's work that one out. Right, 10 grams of cocoa powder. Let's do that. I reckon it's probably a tablespoon. That'll do. That's 15 grams. Won't make a dot of difference. So that's your ingredients for your and your milk. So you need a little dash of milk. So that's everything out. I need the ice and sugar for the buttercream, which I'm going to do, and the condensed milk. So I've got caramel condensed milk. That's in the fridge to harden up a little bit. So it's quite firm when you use it, which is what I'm planning to do. Anyway, let's go. So let's get the butter goes in. It's all in one method. None of this mucking about, creaming stuff up, because it's got the ice and sugar in, you see. That's that. All in. Get it all in. Don't worry about it. That'll do. Right. So that's everything in. Easy peasy, isn't it? So that's that done. Then what we're going to do, 30, hold on, coffee. We need coffee. Oh, 65 grams. James, 65 grams. The voice from the door has reminded me to read my comments, which is quite fair, really. Hold on, coffee. A nice slurp. Put the cocoa powder down. Right, so it's 65 grams of ice and sugar. And that goes in, all in, and then boom. Switch it on. Plug it in maybe. I haven't even plugged it in yet. So what you would normally, if you saw the behind the scenes of this before I set up, you'd laugh at me because I get the ump about my camera angle because I could never get it right. And it's only until recently I've got it right. So, oh God, Dave. My little ninja. That'll mix it all up. And we need to put the milk in because I forgot about that. For 300 mils, how am I going to measure that? It's like barely worth it. I've got a small jug. Let's have a look at this. I suppose I could weigh it. Yeah, probably half of that. So, not a lot. So there you go, about 30 mils. Blend it until the butter creams and you get a nice batter. That's what we're looking for, alright? It's a bit thick, that. Might put a little bit more milk in. And we'll give it a big blend. That's a bit better. It's because I put a little bit more cocoa powder in it. It's going to make it different in its appearance. Let's have a look. That's better. That's better. Right. So we've got that little mix sorted. Then what you do, you need to get a piping nozzle, which I've got here. If by magic, a pipe nozzle. Little star piping nozzle. If you haven't got a piping nozzle, just a straight one, it's fine. Get a piping bag. Now if you haven't got a piping bag, you could probably make little buttons onto the tray. So I'll show you that. Alright. So literally, turn this off, don't want to chop your fingers off, get rid of the cow juice, put that in the fridge, get rid of the scales for the minute, and what we're going to do, I'm using baking sheets, and I've turned them upside down, and the reason for that, a little tip for the top, if you've got trays that have got a dip, turn them upside down. It's easier to get into them. All right, when you come to taking them off here. So I've only got 2 sheets of this, near enough. So you want to do that so it doesn't. I'm not being very descriptive today. I'm being rubbish today. So all you want to do is you want to try and get 2 equal sheets. You're not going to get that many out of this. Okay. And basically, just do that really. What you want to do is get a little bit of butter. Hello Sue. And then just to help it stick, just give a little rub of oil there, like that. A little bit of butter on there. Spread it all the way over the baking sheet, like that. Okay? And then sit it flat down like that. And use the rest of the grease that was in your hands to go over the baking sheet like that. And that should help it hold. Alright? So that's your one layer then. Alright? Then this one's same. That'll do, don't need a lot. Need the rest for our buttercream. We're getting through so many cakes in this house at the moment. We've locked this vlog. We're doing a lot of baking, so we're getting through a lot of cake at the moment. We're still getting through that tiramisu cake, bless its cotton socks, probably at the end of its line. Right, now what you've got is you've got your 2 baking sheets ready to rock and roll. Take this off. This is for your Viennese swirls. These are going to make them set. Can't remember the last time I had them. Oh, that'll cut your finger off. Be careful when you take this off, because this Ninja, if you've got one of these, it's quite sharp. Doesn't muck about. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to take your giant doohickey there. Get some skizzers. take this off here. Put your piping nozzle in. Okay. Problem with these plastic ones, they split really easily. So what I'm going to do, now, come on, need a little bit more. Give me just a little more time, and our love will surely grow. Give me just a little more time. Right, so there you go. That's beautiful. Right, get a spoon. Get trusty old blue, these blue spoons. I use this one a lot, really. And then what you want to do is you want to dive it into your piping bag. This mix. Oh, it's quite solid. Might need a little bit more blending, but it'll be fine. Let's see. I don't know. Got quite a lot given it. The all-in-one method is quite easy. Basically, you just want to blend it. Alright? Right. Right. Let's break it down. So now you've got a hole in it. Press it all down on that. This won't work because of the resistance. Let's see if this is going to work. So push all of it down so you don't get any air. That's the trick. See this here, just push it here. Right, now what you want to do, tie it off. So you get quite a lot of pressure in the back of the piping bag. If you haven't got disposable ones, don't worry. And if you haven't got a disposable one, just spoon it on and use wet fingers and press it down and make a little button. Doesn't need to be a swirl. I think I'm going to have trouble piping this anyway. Yeah, let's have a look. So what you want to do with this is basically, I don't know if you can see, right, I'm going to go here. Yeah, here. So what you want to do is go round, make your circumference of the Viennese swirl round, and then make a little swirl up like that. Literally, that's all you've got to do, a little kind of button. So go around the outside to the size of you want, about 3.5 centimetres. And then bring it up in the centre like that. It's quite straightforward. Notice this is holding it together and this is pushing it out. So literally, round the middle, round the outside, and bring it into the centre. They'll raise up a little bit. And then just do it again. Get a bit of air, don't panic. There you go, lovely. Nice little buttons. Round the centre and into the middle. So create your circle first, like that. I'll show you them afterwards. So, round the outside and into the centre. Perfect. Alright, that's all you've got to do. Let me bring the camera over, I think. Might be better so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, don't panic about the angle. We'll work out the angles afterwards. It's more important that you can see what I'm doing. Alright, ready? Alright, see that? That's perfect. Let's have a look. Right, so I'm going to go here. So watch. So I get, so round the outside and fill in that gap like that. Round the outside and fill in the gap like that. See that? Perfect. There you go. So that's that one done. Maybe I can fit another one in here. They're not going to spread that much. So round the outside and in like that. Make them nice and central. Let's move those out of the way. Don't need them for the minute. I'll show you again on this side. Here we go. Ready? Right, twist the piping bag, make sure there's loads of pressure in your bag. See my thumb? That's how you hold a piping bag, like that. Like that, let me show you, because you can't see. You can only see shadow, that was like shadow showing, look. See that? There you go. The pressure is coming from my thumb and my forefingers. I'm pushing here, I'm not pushing there. Always here. And then what you do is round like that. Bit of a tough mix. Let's do this again. Round and in. Round and in. Round and in. Round and in. That's it. All the way round and in the centre like that. Let's do the last two. That's it. I think I'll get one more out there for luck, in this corner. There you go. Job's a good one. Right, that's that done. That's that out of the way. Now what you got to do is bake them. Alright. Hello, Meg Coles. Glad you could join us. Hold on. Just bear with me. That's the ones. Okay. Now, once you've got them like that, you want to stick them in the oven. Hold on. At 160 fan. 160 fan. Gas mark 4. And then what you want to do is you want to bake them for about 20 minutes. Okay? So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to put them in the oven. Let's bring you back over here. Oh. Right. That was fun. Right. Oh. So ignore. Let's make sure the angle's right. There you go. Good as gold. There you go. How would you? That'll do. A little bit higher. Right. So these go in the oven. Alright. I'll put both of them in there. One at the bottom, one at the top. See how they bake up? We'll go from there. Who's that? Right, here we go. Right, perfect. So, let's get back onto Facebook so we know what we're all doing. Okay? Eight watching, this is excellent. Right, okay, so that's the blender sorted. We're going to wash that in a minute. And we're going to make some paste. We're going to make some buttercream next. We're going to have to use the same blender, so you're going to have to talk amongst yourselves while I wash this up. Alright? So that's in the oven for 20 minutes. Alright? Keep an eye on them. We're going to make some buttercream, okay? I do a lot of eating, don't I? Sorry. So I'm just going to wash these up. So today, I did something quite cool. While I cut my fingers off, hold on a second. Just bear with me while I just wash these blades off. The only good thing about this is that we're going to make the same kind of coloured. Doesn't have to be too tidy, because we're going to make salted caramel buttercream. So we're going to use condensed milk, which is the caramel condensed milk. I know you can't see me, but you can hear me because I'm washing up. Don't see this on the TV, do you? I say that every week, don't I? So here we go. There you go. So the blender's washed. Wowzers, all sorted. Give that a bit of a dry. See? See, I do my own washing up as well. Jamie Oliver doesn't. He's got some assistant doing it, bless him. Because he's so busy, isn't he? So busy, being pucker. Not having to go in. He's good. He does what he does is good. I'm just a wannabe, am I? On here. Just having a giggle, enjoy myself, making sure we all have happy times cooking. Okay, let's just rinse this. Alrighty, so we have that's in order. Let's make some buttercream. So same again, let's do this. So this is a bit easier. So 150 grams of everything, really easy. All right. So I'm going to put it in a bowl. It'll be a lot easier than transfer it into here. The easiest way of doing this is what you do. Put that in. Okay. So if you're using an electric one, that's 150 on the nose. Then you zero it. So you keep the same bowl in play. All right. Then you want to grab your icing sugar, 150 grams. Okay. So same again. So you basically, this is all going to go in one. There you go, 165 grams. Just don't tell no one. Let's take some out because we want to get this as a lot. Got to make this correct. That's it. Is that my icing sugar one? Yes. We're going to put a little tickle of chocolate in here. Just a tickle. Not too much because we've already got chocolate. We don't want too much chocolate. Don't want chocolate overload. That's that sorted. Swig of coffee. Boom. So we've got the icing sugar. Equal amounts of ice, sugar, butter and a little bit of chocolate. Then we've got our caramel. If using the camera, open the other end. Okay. Well, I didn't know it said that. Right, so this is caramel carnation. So normally what you would do with this is if you was making this yourself, you would basically stick the cans of condensed milk in a saucepan of boiling water, and basically you boil the boiling water for about 3 hours, and then it cooks and caramelises out on the inside. I think it creates a better product. This is enough for buttercream. It's going to give you that sweet flavour. The salted butter in there will give you the saltiness, so you get that salted caramel flavour. You can add some sea salt if you want it more salty, really up to you. So we're going to crack that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put 150 grams of the caramel. That'll do. That'll do. That's half of one of those, right? That's 300. 397. The remainder of that, I might do a quick banoffee pie on Saturday. Show you how to use it up. Easy peasy. I love banoffee pie. No one in the house likes banoffee pie, but I do. So, in here, we put it all in. Oh, let's throw the icing sugar everywhere. Whoop, whoop. Right. So, everything goes in the Ninja. Alright, that's that. Cool. Goes everywhere. Woo! Alright, jobs are good. Lose that. And then mix it up. That's all good. Right, now what we need to do is we need to scrape down the sides. Let's have a look. Oh, hold on. Oh God, that's all right, that is. But I'm going to add a bit of salt. So get a bit of sea salt, which is the winner chicken dinner, and just put a little pinch in. Don't want too much. What you don't want to do is, every time you taste it, you want to taste the caramel first and the salt in a second. If you put it too much in it, the salt will overpower everything. So what I'm going to do now is, first of all, scrape all that gubbins out of here. Quick question. I was listening to a conversation yesterday. What's your favourite nonsense word? A nonsense word, you know? Like doohickey or thingamajig. What's your favourite nonsense word? One that doesn't actually mean anything. So if you hurt yourself and you don't want to say a rude word, you say this one, you know? I quite like doohickey, but oh, do you know what? That's good. Oh yeah. Now, because of the caramel that's gone in there, I don't need to put any milk in it. Usually, when you make buttercream, if you want to make it really creamy, you add a little bit of milk. But this is right on the money. I'm happy with that. Right, that's good. So what we're going to do now is put it in the I wonder why, Nick. It did make me laugh, but hey. Anyway, let's get the ninja blades out. And there you go, there's your buttercream. Now the good thing about buttercream, because you've added butter, which is, I know it's a stupid comment, but what it does allow you to, it's not as firm, but what will happen is, when you, when it sets, it'll harden up. And people panic about it a little bit. We don't need to worry about that now. So there you go. Right, that goes in like that. Whoa. Now, see what's happened here. It's split a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rectify that. Okay. So what's happened is as if there's too much caramel. Don't panic about that so much. It'll be all right. I might need to add a little bit more ice and sugar. Let's see how it performs. I'm going to put mine in the fridge for a little bit. Mix it up a little bit. Let's do our swing. That's it, that's in, right in the bottom there. Right, we'll have a look at it. If it doesn't want to play ball, right, basically it's probably a little bit too warm in here, and the butter starts to split from the liquid, and then that's what it's called, splitting. I'm going to put it in the fridge to refrigerate a little bit, okay? Right, that's okay. Notice, no panic, alright? Let's move this out of the way. So today, I did some really cool things today. With the job that I do, I do deliveries, and I drive through a place called Pangbourne, which is just outside of Reading. Every time I go through there, I see some local shops. There's a butcher's, a cheese shop called the Pangbourne Cheese Shop, where, you know, the original name, but it's nice. Greens are butchers, and Birch Bread, which is like a bakery, local bakery. and blown away by it. It was lovely. So I was going to show you what I got today. It's really good. So I've got a week's worth of meat. I've got some nice pastries, which I'm going to show you. And I'll show you what I bought. It was lovely. Hopefully, some of them, I told them what I was doing today. Hopefully they're watching, so they'll pick up on it. But I'm going to put the hashtags on them. So if you're ever anywhere near Reading and you want to visit a nice place on the Thames, try Pangbourne. Lovely people, really welcoming, and some great local produce. Okay, first of all, let's show you the bakery. Look at this. Boom. So I went to this place. It's put out a plate so you can see what I did. What I got. So this one. So the chocolate cake's already been eaten. That's a chocolate ganache cake. So this is a lemon polenta cake with a little bit of cream and fruit on there. Really nice. All done in house. Look at that for a bakewell tart. Beautiful. Uneven and homemade. Look at that. Look. Beautiful. Smashing. Look at that. No soggy bottom there. Beautiful. And this is, oh, and this other one is a cinnamon bun that they make as well. It's got a marmalade glaze on it. Look how lovely that is. Right? So that is birch bread in Pangbourne. They haven't asked me to plug them. I just saw them and they were great. And look at that for a homemade muffin, English muffin. That's beautiful. Look at that. I don't see that in the shops. I can't wait to have that. I'm going to have that tomorrow toasted with some butter on, and just taste it as it is so I can see what it's like. But look how beautiful that is. So basically they've cooked that in a ring and it's rose up. So with muffins you bake them either side. You don't bake them in the oven. They bake on top on a dry pan. And what they've done is they put that in a ring to set it like that. It's beautiful. Look, perfect that is. Lovely. So that's birch bread in Pangbourne. So that's that. And the guys in there were lovely. Really nice people. Really nice. Then I went to the butcher's. Look at this. Have a butcher's look at this. Which is look in Cockney rhyming slang. Look at that. Now that's just beautiful. So I went in there. I bought some short rib. Which is that. Short rib was lovely. Cooked that low and slow. There's 2 there, so that's enough for 1 dinner. And then basically, low and slow, that'll fall off the bone. It'll taste amazing. And look at this. You don't see that in the shops. You don't see that in the shops. There's nothing wrong with that. You just don't see it. And it's not that expensive either. Okay? And look at this. So this is chuck steak. So this is going to make a nice casserole for Sunday. Cheryl and I are going to have a casserole on Sunday. But it's going to be a nice, slow-cooked piece of beef. Look at the marbling on that. It's beautiful. Look how thick that steak is. Perfect. There's 2 of them there. Look at that. That's 2 dinners there. Easy. That's beautiful. Look. So that's a local butcher called Greens. Then I got hold of some pork chops. We're going to have those tonight. They're going to be, I'm going to marinate those and they're going to be like Asian feel to them. So we're going to have those tonight with some rice and some veggies on top of that, maybe some chilli. I've got some bone marrow, so I've got a bone here, which I'm going to roast and add it to this casserole that I'm going to make. And then I've got these lamb chump chops. Look at that. You never see those in the supermarket. Look at that, beautiful. So they're going to be roasted up at some point. Look at that. I just wanted to show you, support your local butcher. Maybe slightly more expensive, but you're going to get good quality. All local as well. The beef's local, from what I know. And that's what it's all about. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. And the people that served me knew everything about the product, which is what it's all about. Now I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to show you what else I've got. And the funny thing is that with that kind of produce, you're probably spending the same kind of money as you would do in a supermarket, but you end up going in there and buying 2 ton of baked beans. Right, so I've got some Tunworth soft cheese from the local cheese shop, which is the Pangbourne cheese shop. I've got some. This is a goat's cheese. This is a goat's blue cheese which is local, which I thought was great. I've got some Brie de Meaux, that was the piece that they had in there, so they gave me a bit of that. Now this is creamed gorgonzola. So they had a truckle, truckle is like nice big round of gorgonzola. They cut the top off and they scoop it out the centre. And this, I'm going to try it now because I'm bad like that. Oh my god. Sweet. Salty. Wowzers. Lovely. So that's good. Woo! Can't wait for that. Might have some of that later. And I can't remember this, but this was like a local red cheese. I needed something that was, so we've got like a soft cheese, a blue, a brie, a cream, and I wanted like a hard cheese, and this is what we got. So it's like a double Gloucester really. It's quite mild, but it's, she said that it had like sweet notes and a bit oaky. So I'm quite looking forward to that. So yeah, that's what we got. So that's our cheese selection for the next few days, and that will last us a few days. It's nice, isn't it? So it may cost you a bit, but you know, you look after it, have it over a few days, be fine. So that's what Cheryl and I've got for the next few days. So there you go. Anyway, so that was my little trip today. But support your local, if you can find it local. Look after them. Can't beat local, priceless. All meat, dairy and veggies, etc. are imported here as Singapore doesn't grow or farm livestock. Really? Wowzers. So yeah, so that's what it's all about. Beautiful. And especially now with lockdown and people running their business, these guys were actually doing quite well because people aren't travelling to supermarkets, and if they can't get slots, they're going to have to start buying local. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's beautiful. And that's what it's all about, really. So support them. It's all good. I haven't had any words yet, so I'm assuming that no one's given me anything. But hey, never mind. Right. Oh. Oh, they're nearly done. Give them a little bit longer, I think. So the Viennese doodahs are going to come out soon. While I'm doing this, I'm going to put this meat away. So yeah, I can't wait. So Friday, I'm going to cook this beef. Look at that. Can't wait. Look at that. You never see it like that. You see it diced up and looking horrible. Look at that. Perfect. The only thing is that people don't know what to do with it. Just dice the thing up. Look. And what's really sad as well is that when because I deliver shopping, when I see people and what they buy, especially when they've got a plant-based diet or a vegan diet, the amount of rubbish they buy, and they don't actually buy any fresh veg. It's really sad. And I think it's really important that we need to show. I might do some plant-based cakes, dairy-free, gluten-free cakes that you can make, which are really nice and nothing wrong with them. I did with my last job. I did a project where we did like dairy-free and gluten-free cakes, and it was relatively straightforward to do. Just got to get the right ingredients and source the right ingredients, and it's not all chemical based either. There's some natural ingredients you can use. Like if you want, I'd show you how to make a mushroom steak, completely vegan and plant based, using some techniques that I've researched over the years. Anybody fancy me having a go at showing you how to make a completely vegetarian sausage and egg McMuffin? That was pretty straightforward. I made my own muffins like that gentleman's. I spoke to the baker when I went to the bakery today, and I'm going to have a go at that muffin. I'm going to make one as straight as that because it looks perfect. I'm only used to like Warburton's muffins, and when you go to your local, it may cost you a few more pennies, But you know what? You'd enjoy it more. Funny thing is because you buy some of these products all the time, you end up paying under the odds for something that should deserve to be, you should pay a little bit more for, and then you wouldn't have it as much, but you would savour it. I think sometimes when stuff is cheap, you end up not enjoying it anymore, because when you save up your pennies to actually have it, we start to become a little bit kind of locust-esque and just do what we like and eat what we want. And I suppose coronavirus has taught us that during this pandemic that we stay indoors, we kind of need to change our process a little bit and savour the good things in life as opposed to exploit them. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that was profound. Because I know, you know, like speaking to my friends online makes my day. But I used to see them quite a lot anyway. But you kind of you realise that it's not a bad thing, you know, speaking to people, keeping in touch, and not ignoring them anymore. You know, happens sometimes. You get a bit kind of complacent. Anyway, enough of that. Let's bring these Viennese. I don't know if they're ready. I think they set. So they just need to go a little bit paler. They don't rise. Yeah, they'll be alright. So they just need to crack a little bit. There's that kind of little cracking. Yeah, they're fine. What they'll do is we're going to allow them to set. So after about 20 minutes, they don't rise too much. They stay quite flat. So you can define how they look. But what we're going to do is we're going to let them cool down. And I'm going to put this away in the fridge. And we're going to get the buttercream out. I'm going to do a short video of me finishing these off, okay? And all it's going to be is, once these have cooled down, we're going to take them off the grease proof. They just come straight off. And then we're going to fill them, and I'll show you how they look. I'm going to use some of this ganache, if I can just melt it down. Put that over the top. You don't need to do that. It's not standard. But I'm just going to show you how these are made. Oh, look, they're coming off now, look. So they just fall off like that. And once they cool down, they harden up, which is what you're looking for. Alright, so we're going to turn them upside down, fill some of those, and then put the other ones on top with the ganache inside, like the salty caramel buttercream. So in about an hour, once these are cooled down, I'm going to make carrot cake now. When I come back, we're going to show you how these are filled, alright? So look, thanks a lot for watching the first part of Bonkers 2, the lockdown. Just remember, let me go through the ingredients again. So for the Viennese swirls, you need 170 grams of plain flour, 10 grams of cocoa powder, 160 grams of unsalted butter, 65 grams of icing sugar, and 30 ml of milk. And then for the buttercream, equal amounts of butter, icing sugar, and salt and caramel condensed milk. All right. And then come back to me in about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, when I'll show you how to finish the cakes. Look, thanks a lot for watching. These are out, ready, cooling down, happy as Larry. And yeah, I'll get back to you once they're cooled down and we can feel them, all right? So look after yourselves, folks. I'll see you in about 45 minutes. Take care, Herbie, because I'm sure you'll be fast asleep by the time you come back. So look after yourself, take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.